Vikings. My name is Suraf Najim. Today is December 3rd, 2018. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Walker Vikings. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend. I got to see my son play French horn and piano downtown at Lake Eola. When they lit up the Christmas tree, he was one of the musicians on the stage there that they have at Lake Eola, if you've been there before. It was such a privilege for me to be able to see him play that up there. So I hope you got to do something fun and exciting. Maybe you decorated with holiday decorations, or maybe you're celebrating Hanukkah. Because Hanukkah begins today. So congratulations and have a fun, exciting 11 nights for that. But I have a couple of announcements today. A few things I want to talk about. One is tomorrow night is the Valencia Scholars Night for parents. Selected 8th graders, and you met with Miss King. Tomorrow night is the night that your parents can come, and the representative from Valencia Community College will come out and speak to your parents about this wonderful opportunity. Remember, this is a scholarship that gets you 4 free years of college tuition, and you do not have to go to Valencia. You can go to another state university. However, I recommend Valencia because your money goes farther, and I went to Valencia for my first 2 years of college, so I turned out okay. So I think Valencia is a great choice for you, okay? So that's tomorrow night for select 8th graders. And then Thursday night is the band concert. So you want to come out and support the Walker Middle School Band. And speaking of Walker Middle School's band, they are going this morning to a nursing home where there are some older people who are there who can't take care of themselves independently, so they have others, and they live there together, and our band is going to play them some holiday music this morning. So we're super proud of them and excited that they're able to go out and provide some holiday entertainment for some people in the nursing home. Your teachers are going to show you something that happens today, and you're going to see a video about Pennies for Patients. So this is a collection program where you're going to get a little box that you can put your spare change in and ask your family to put spare change in, and then all of this money is collected together as a class. I believe there's a contest that goes with it, and then all of that money goes to leukemia and lymphoma research for people in Central Florida right here where we live. So I know my spare change I throw on the table, or I put it in a little thing in my car. So you can maybe with parent permission ask if you can get a little bit of spare change and put in that box to come and help leukemia and lymphoma research. All right, it's not cold today. Yesterday it was downright hot. And so it's going to be in the 80s today, so there should be no hoodies on at all today anywhere, inside or outside. So I want to make sure that you understand this, and it's really important because there's some things going on that you don't know about that make it very important for me to be able to see everybody's faces on this campus and the adults here. So no hoodies inside or out. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit chilly, but you know what? If it's 60 degrees or warmer, you don't need your hoodie on. You'll be just fine. If it's under 60 degrees, then outside, but today there's none. All right, I want to talk about 2 things. I want to talk first about, last week we talked about social media and being safe on social media. Then we talked about being safe with the things that we ingest into our bodies, things that we drink or things that we eat, making sure that those are safe. Now, you have to be really careful if someone offers you food. If someone says, hey, do you want a piece of this candy? You have to be careful that unless it is individually wrapped, that you know where that candy's come from. And then you also have to be careful because let's say you have a peanut allergy and somebody offers you something that you don't know whether or not it was made with peanuts. So I want to caution us, and I want to tell you that we're having a little bit of an issue with people bringing inappropriate food to school. And so I want to be able to allow you to eat snacks and eat candy without putting your wrappers everywhere. But if the business doesn't stop with inappropriate food, then I will ban candy at this school. And it will become a disciplinary issue. So we need to make sure that you are only eating candy that is wrapped. You do not take candy from someone else who just hands it to you. You can take candy from your teacher if it is wrapped. You need to be eating pre-wrapped candy because you don't know what's happened to the candy before you eat it if it is not in a wrapper. Unless you brought it yourself, right? You can be in charge of it yourself, then you would know. All right, enough about that. I have some new stuff for the holiday giveaway in my office. I just wanted to kind of display that today. Last week I had a blinking necklace on. So I have 2 of these. I have a little do-it-yourself paint little ornament thing. Maybe somebody wants a star for your tree. Got a nice ornament, or little stockings that you can make things for people and put into stockings. So I am going to tell you the winners from Friday. And these people were chosen for 3 things. My goodness, they had to have perfect attendance last week with no tardies. They had no grades below C on their most recent progress report, and they have had no referrals at all. Most of them, none ever in their whole entire career, but none for sure this week. So these 3 people today, good for you. You met all 3 of those criteria. Our 6th grade winner, Daniela Calandris, congratulations. Our 7th grade winner, Aaron Covington, congratulations, sir. And 8th grade, Gabriela Garcia. So you come down to my office after 3:30 today, Daniela, Aaron, and Gabriela, to choose from these things or have some more. And I want to close today with a little bit about, I want to read to you something about President George Bush. So President George H.W. Bush, who was our 41st president of the United States, passed away on Friday. And so you're going to see the flag out front is at half staff. And on December 5th, President Trump has declared a national day of mourning. That will be the day that they will bury the president. They will have the funeral. But I want to read to you a couple of words from President Obama and what he said about President Bush, just so that you know, because you weren't alive when he was the president, so you know a little bit about him. He said, this is President Barack Obama's statement on the passing of President George H.W. Bush. America has lost a patriot and a humble servant in George Herbert Walker Bush. While our hearts are heavy today, they are also filled with gratitude, not merely for the years he spent as our 41st president, but the more than 70 years he spent in devoted service to the country he loved. From a decorated naval aviator who nearly gave his life in World War II to Commander-in-Chief of our armed forces, Ambassador to the United Nations, Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, U.S. Envoy to China, and Vice President of the United States. Those are all positions that President George Bush had. George H.W. Bush's life was a testament to the notion that public service is a noble, joyous calling, and he did a tremendous good along the way. It's a legacy of service that may never be matched. After 73 years of marriage, George and Barbara Bush are together again now. 2 points of light that never dimmed. 2 points of light that ignited countless others with their example. The example of a man who, even after commanding the world's mightiest military, once said, "I got more of a kick out of being one of the founders of the YMCA in Midland, Texas, than almost anything I've done." So just for you to know a little bit about George H.W. Bush, he created a program called 1,000 Points of Light. And he said if everyone who lived in the United States served someone else, if everyone did something of service to help out their fellow man, that we would light up our country as 1,000 points of light. So I love how President Barack Obama put that information in there too, about being a point of light. And he said that he and Barbara are reunited because his wife, Barbara Bush, passed away in April of this year. So that is why the flag is at half staff. If you want to, I hope maybe your teachers talk a little bit about, your social studies teacher talks a little bit about President Bush today, and then you could do some research yourself. A wonderful presidency and some things that you should read about him. He helped to end the Cold War, so he was part of that as well with the Soviet Union. All right, everybody. Remember, no hoodies, you don't need blankets, all that kind of goodness. It's going to be in the 80s today. All right, so we're back on regular Florida weather. I hope you have a wonderful Monday. Come see me to get your prizes, the 3 names that I called, okay? Be safe and kind.
Good morning, Walker Middle School. Miss Knowles here with some athletic news. First off, our boys volleyball team competes in the second round of the playoffs tonight at 5:30 at Ocoee Middle School. So we'd like to wish luck to Coach Daisy and all of the boys volleyball team. I know Ocoee's kind of a far way away. It's actually on my side of town, so I'm really excited that we play over there. But I wish all the boys luck because I know it's going to be hard for a lot of you to get out there. Second thing I need to talk about, basketball season. I'm going to wait right there for a second so everybody quiets down because I know everybody wants to hear basketball season. Basketball tryouts will be held as soon as we come back from winter break. And here's what you need to know to be prepared for basketball season. First off, if you have not yet picked up a physical form from me, you need to get this. It is your responsibility to get a physical, which means your parents have to take you somewhere to go see a doctor, and the doctor has to sign off on this form, or your parents have to call the clinic over here and they can set you up with a physical form. But we must have one of these on record if you plan on participating on the basketball team. Tryouts, I'll get more details for you next week on exactly when tryouts are, but you need to know you must come in tennis shoes and shorts. You cannot try out for basketball wearing blue jeans or sweatpants. You need to be in shorts, in tennis shoes, like you're ready to play. Basketball tryouts will be as soon as we get back from break. The gym will be all refinished and done, so we're gonna have a nice, clean, sparkly gym floor, and we're gonna get ready for that. So if you have questions about basketball, you can come see me in room 908. You can go see Coach Milton, who is the boys basketball coach, or you can see Coach Eric after school. He is the girls basketball coach, and if you're not here after school, you can always come see me, and I will get with you on when those practices are. So with that, we will see you around campus. Have a great day.
Hello, Walker. Are you interested in participating in our Modern Woodman contest? Well, if you are, sign up here at tinyurl.com/MWCWMS2019. Our contest will take place between January 7th and February 8th. An exact date will be provided soon, so sign up and be ready to win some awesome prizes. Again, please sign up at tinyurl.com/MWCWMS2019.
Have a wonderful day, be safe and kind, and go Vikings!